Hello everybody, Jeff Kelly here. Today I wanted to do a video on a round that I just found out about recently, and that is the 357/45 GWM, which means Grizzly Winchester Magnum. And here is my Grizzly Winchester Magnum. It's a Mark I. The only way you can shoot a 357/45 GWM out of it is to get a conversion kit, and they are very rare, we found out. The round right above there is the 357/45 Grizzly Winchester Magnum, and today I'm going to go through the steps how to make this from scratch. So let's get started. So we're really going to start from scratch. So first off, you need some 30-06 brass, or 308, or 243, or anything made out of 30-06 brass. And we're going to have to cut that down. I'm going through this just so you could make this round out of pretty much anything that was available. However, Starline does have 44 auto mag brass, which is the best way to go on this, but that's not available right now. So anyway, this is what we need to start out with. Okay, so these cases should be trimmed at about 1/30, 1 inch and 30 hundredths. So I'm going to set it right at around 130, and we'll mark it. And okay, so we got a mark there. We will put this baby in here and tighten her down. Yeah. Okay. And we'll cut her off. All right, let's see where we are here. And we're at 136.9. We cut that a little long. Hopefully the trimmer can take some of that off, but let's go see what we can do with the trimmer. Okay, so we'll put some Imperial lube on this, and we'll run it through the form die and see how that works. This is the number 1 die here, but the form die is a number 3 RCBS die. And of course, this round is kind of a sophisticated round, so this isn't to show you how to set dies up. You should know that if you're going to mess around with this round. But this is the form die. that comes with the 35745 die set from CH4D in Ohio. Now you want this to cam over a little bit so you get a perfect size, and that's it right there. So let's see what this does. All right, we can take a hacksaw and hack off that extra. It'll make it easier. There we go. So there's the first forming die there. Now, I like to put this through a full-length sizing die. Change this to the regular shell holder from the extended. And a little cam over on that. Doesn't hurt either. Alright, we put the number 1 shell holder in. Slight cam over. See what the full-length sizing die does to this. I'll put a little more lube on it. Let's see here. There we go. That's getting closer. Now let's put the file trim die in. Butterfingers today. This will take the extended file, the extended shell holder as well. Slight cam over for the trim guide to make sure the length is proper. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now we want to chamfer and deburr this, so I'll go over here and do that. Okay, so we're all chamfered and deburred. Now we want to run this back through the full-length sizing die once more, just to make sure that everything is in factory specs. Whoops. Yeah. Making this round is a labor of love. Okay, so now we have a shell casing that is in factory specs, and the next step What you want to do is bell the mouth of the case so the reamer goes in easier. So let's bell that mouth. And now put the ream die in. All right, let's run it up. And let's reamer out. Make sure your reamer's clean. Let's take the brass out of there and dip it back for a second go. All right. Put a little more oil on that. As I say, this is a labor of love to make these, because they're not a simple process. There we go, and there we are. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And we can see here, I hope you can see that the neck is beautifully reamed out. Very good. And I want to put this once more through the full-length sizing die, just to bring it back to factory specs as it would come from the factory. And there we go. So let me wipe the oil off of this and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got the oil wiped off of that, and the next step is to bell the mouth a little bit so we can get a bullet in there. And then we're also going to prime the case with CCI large pistol primers, Magnum, the 350 CCIs. Okay, so we're going to take a CCI primer, Magnum large pistol primer, number 350. We're going to bell the top of the case, and then we're going to prime the round, and there we have it. Now I'm going to put in 25 grains of Winchester 296 pistol powder. I'll give you the load specs from RCBS at the end, so let me go put the powder in the shell. And we're going to be using Sierra bullets. These are the 125 grain and 3.55 diameter. So let me set up this die. It's going to be set up for 1.59 plus or minus 5 thousandths. And I got the die set up, so we'll just Punch that right in there, and the crimp is set up a slight crimp, and then 1.59 on the overall length. There you have the round. So I'll put in the specifications from our CBS here at the end, and I hope you enjoyed the 357/45 GWM. See you on the next video. So here's the load data. This is all on the internet here. I hope you can see it okay. I also want to mention about the dies, that the full-length sizing die, you have to cut about 40 to 45 thousandths off the base in order to get the shoulder set back far enough. So be aware of that. I had to take that full-length sizing die up to my gunsmith, and he had to put it on the lathe and take that amount off. So then they should work perfectly. Oh, see you soon.